until morning이라는 가사가 그렇게
Until
많이
the
나오는데
morning.
그렇게 안 했으면 좋겠는데.
Hey everyone, it's Garrison here, and welcome back to the channel or the Patreon where we're currently watching from. And today I am really excited because I'll be checking out with y'all the second lineup of Queendom Puzzle coming into fruition. That's right, everyone, for the song Snap with Team Athena, and then immediately right after, Team Drop the Beat for the song Charismatic. Now, not gonna lie, I'm really surprised to see Mnet come through with the same exact two songs. In fact, I'm quite disappointed, and it goes to show you I already have a bone to pick with Mnet and their survival show of Queendom Puzzle here. Then again, I always do when it comes to all of their survival shows, as a matter of fact, and especially their post-production editing and stuff, evil editing, unnecessary drama, and buzz that they like to create on their shows. But the second lineup, I actually saw it on my Twitter timeline earlier today thanks to Nugu Promoter. Let me actually bring it up here right away, and let's briefly talk about the lineup here. First of all, we got Dewey from Momoland. We love to see it. Yunhee, Suyeon, and Juri from Rocket Punch. Some may know I love Rocket Punch, but they deserve so much more recognition and love. They've been really lacking because of the label not properly marketing them and pretty much all of their artists in terms of promotions and marketing, unfortunately. And so low-key, I'm glad that they're coming through in this show. And then we got Joa and Soojin from Weekly. I'm not surprised seeing Soojin, our lovely leader, coming into the mix, but Joa, wow, I really thought Monday would come onto the show, but hey, I'm not complaining because if you think about it, Monday has recently been on a survival show, technically. But then again, like, majority of the contestants here already been on the survival show, which kind of hurts my heart just knowing deep down inside, seeing them on certain survival shows and rooting for them in the past before. But we got Kay of Lovelies, okay? We love to see it. As some may know, Kay is my bias, and she's gonna be incredible in terms of the vocal department and throughout all the performances that's gonna occur on this show. Then we got Huiso. I already know what she's capable of, solely just based on the songs that High Key has released, and I know what Rina's capable of. We already saw it for Snap. And then we got Dohwa, aka Chanmi. It's a surprise seeing her on this show, but I'm sure she's gonna showcase all that she has, and especially the experience under her belt that she has already. Miru, we love to see it, that connection with Juri from Rocket Punch. Faye, I'm not too familiar of her, but I did a little bit of research from her. Apparently she is Thai, if I'm not mistaken, coming from BNK48. Then we got Ellie from Wiki Mickey. We need a Wiki Mickey comeback, but it's just sad to know that all of these contestants on these shows won't be able to make a comeback realistically, unless, you know, later on it's August, September, those 2 months respectively, and so on and so forth, because this show will air for quite some time, knowing how many episodes that were going on for the previous Mnet survival shows in terms of Kingdom and Queendom and all. Then we got, last but not least, Soyeon from Triple S, okay? I'm just still surprised that Triple S, like, is on this show, as they're fairly new and all, but I'm sure Soyeon's gonna show so much as Jiwoo has already for, of course, Team Charismatic, or pick on the top and all. So that goes to show you, right? We've got a stacked lineup here, but now, right, we are gonna get into the performances for Snap and Charismatic. First with Team Athena. I'm just trying to bring it up here as I speak here, and let's go. Huiso with the bite, the lip bite, bit of the preview. So we got Juri, Dohwa, Kay, yeah, Ellie. Okay, Ooh. The vibe of this team already is hitting differently. Ooh. And the follow-up here. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, this is hitting differently. Ellie. Yes. And then this is Miru. Yeah. Ooh, K. Come through, K. Oh. Diddy with the front to the back seat line. Hey. Hey. Okay. I feel like for some of the girls here, it suits them, but then for the rest of them, it's quite refreshing. Oh, I do think Miru is eating this up. Hey. Yes, Kay. She's really bringing that ethereal feel that you truly get in the song with the beautiful vocal moments. Yeah. It's quite interesting to hear this side from Juri though, because we don't usually get this kind of style from Rocket Punch. This is the electronic EDM bridge. Already different from the other team in terms of the scene setup. Oh! Huiso! Oh my goodness! Oh, Ellie! Oh, perfect follow, but K. The smoke and then into the rain. Where do I even begin in regards to Team Athena here? And how this team is comprised of these certain contestants, right? Like I said, I want to voice this again like before, right? There's members of this specific team that really suit this song, right? And especially knowing what they're capable of and in terms of style, what suits them the most. And then there's members that where this is the first time you're hearing it from them and you haven't heard this kind of style of music from them in the past before in their respective groups, right? I gotta say, Miru really surprised me, right? But like Juri, I don't know how I feel about this, right? And it's hard for me to talk upon this performance more, especially knowing what Team Pickcat has done. And here's the problem. This is the exact bone that I want to pick with, and my 2 cents in regards to Mnet setting up this second lineup like this. Because if you have the same song, there's going to be this ridiculous cross compare because we honestly can't help it, to be fair. And at the same time, I think they set it up not that well. Notice how in, of course, Team Pick on the top, Charismatic, we got the rain that wasn't really necessary at the end of the performance, which was low-key cool, I gotta admit. But then they utilized that for this one. And then for, of course, the other team for Snap, they had the crazy fireworks and the crazy drone shots and the flames around them. Where was that for this team, for Team Athena? I just want to point that out and really get you guys thinking about this, right? Just a matter of Mnet setting up these contestants well and giving that sort of fair setup of a performance and all, right? Sure is one thing, it's not as hard hitting as the other team, right, that we got, right? Pick Cat compared to Athena here, right? And it just seems like this, you know, this team, to be fair, the chemistry isn't like as crazy good compared to Pick Cat. And then you gotta keep in mind that, like, you know, they're not usually, you know, performing together usually constantly, and they have their own groups and all. So it's like, it's hard for me to comment more on this specific performance, but there is a lot of appreciation to really talk about in certain moments of this performance. So I'm gonna do that actually right now. But like I said, all right, just the scene setup, what was given to this team comparably to Team Pick Cat for the scenes, like, sure, the same industrial scene, but I can remember exactly when we got Rina from High Key, which happened to be, you know, like Huiso, right, starting as the center member of their respective teams for the song Snap, the performance video, kicking it off, right? But I remember a crazy drone shot after getting a preview of the overall performance right away here. And we got Faye here, which I'm not too familiar of, sorry. Starting to familiarize, the one in the blue hair, right? I think it's without a doubt, Huiso's eating this up. I can already see people talking a lot about Huiso. High key, I'm actually glad that they're coming on the show, even though they started charting with their latest song and all. I think they've got a lot to show with Rina and Huiso, for sure. Her tone, alright? I like it. It adds to it, right? But yeah, all the vocal tones are completely different than what we got from Team Pick Cat. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but it do be hitting in that way. In a good way, I gotta say. It already hits with Chanmi Dehua, I've got to say. And then as we approach, let me actually fix the buffering here. Okay, as some of us know from the other team, we had Bora, right? So you see this, like, hey, Bora, they don't usually do these type of songs, but like, you give them good main vocalist moments, they're gonna eat it up, clearly. Nah, I want to see Kay go far on this show, for sure. And she was on a survival show too, earlier on. I get that pairing of Miru and Juri and them having on the same team, but like, I just wish there was like a duo pairing similarly to Weekly, like coming through with 4 Rocket Punch members, so you could get 2 Rocket Punch members for both songs respectively in that kind of manner. Or Mnet, come on, come through with 2 new songs completely, right, where we don't have already biased thoughts from the previous team and all, and like those same expectations coming into these performances for these teams, like, come on. I feel like if they were able to make like a fitting song for this team, oh, they would have popped off even more. So, you know, it's just unfortunate on that end. Ellie, yeah, she ate it up. This is Faye, right? So, yeah. And then this scene here, outdoor setting, with this time not at night, in the daytime, and then when they bring it back here. I actually want to go to the bridge because that's where I distinctly remember the sort of production setup that was given to the other team. I remember a whole open baseball field and all. This was really cool how each and every member come through from the left and right side here. Jury really ate this part up right here in this moment. So, yeah, who we saw. And I remember the flames, but all you're doing is giving like flashing lights here. Like, come on. So, I don't think it's fair. I really don't think it's fair. And all they did was like compensate that just with the rain. So you can expect from the next performance that we're getting into, there's gonna be some sort of form of rain or fireworks or something like that. But yeah, you know, I liked this performance, but it just sucks that, you know, how they were set up for this particular song and all. Like, just give them a brand new song to work with and all. So now we're moving on to team Drop the Beat, actually, with Charismatic. Let's see how this team goes. And we got the rest of the Rocket Punch members, right? Yeonhee, of course, Suyeon, my bias. We got Sujin, Joa. We got Soyeon. We got Jui driving the car here. Same vibes, right? The neon lights. Ooh, Joa. A wink. Kicking it off, actually. Okay. Oh, the comboing is Sujin, though. Woo. Oh, Yeonhee. Yes. Dewey. Charismatic. Hey. Oh, yet again, I really like the formation work. So yeah. And Soyeon with the rap, okay. Hey. Get it. This moment really reminds me of the Ua comboing from Nana and Uyeon. Ooh. Charismatic. Hey. Charismatic. Love the vertical lights behind them. Okay, we're getting into the bridge here real soon. How's it gonna be hit? Sujin. Oh, but she's continuing it. In the Suyeon. No way. Oh, the vocal work. Hey, love how cheerful they kept the cheerfulness in this. The refreshing feel that you get in the song. But this team gets bubbles. Oh, that's more like it. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, initial thoughts here. I actually think this team is very on par with Team Pick on the Top. You know, you may not feel it. Some of y'all may be on the same note with me in regards to this team drop that beats comparably to Pick on the Top, right? But then it goes to show you again, you know, we already heard the song, so we already have expectations leading up to this team with Charismatic and all, right? Pretty much similar setup. Instead of the rain at the end, we got bubbles, which I think it's way more fitting for this style of song and all. Then again, it goes to show you too, when it comes to Mnet setting up these teams, the first lineup comparatively to the second lineup, right? Why not both Charismatic teams come through with bubbles at the end? Why not both, in fact, Snap teams come through with fireworks or with the rain and all? Like, they didn't need to do these slight adjustments and all. So that's how I feel. I think Soojin, though, from Weekly, it makes sense, right? We got Jihan during the bridge for the other team, and I think it was a follow-up with Triple S's Jiwoo, if I recall correctly. But this time around, Soojin's just through and through with it. And then it's a follow-up with, of course, Suyeon, my bias from Rocket Punch. So I think that really sticked. You get that a little bit of emotional feel in this song as, well, the earnesty that you get in the song. And I think they completely rocked this one. So let me bring it up here, point out my favorite parts before I wrap it up here and all. And yeah, I actually want to up the quality here because I noticed the 1080p, it's not looking like 1080p. Oh my goodness, that interaction with Yeonhee and Soojin, come on. I'm pretty sure we can all agree if we just want friendships by the end of this show. And I want to emphasize this again. You usually don't get this kind of style from Weekly. Like, it was very fitting for, like, UA because they do, like, quite the quirky kind of style of music. But this was refreshing hearing Jo and Soojin in the mix. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's our leader. And then transition. Wow, I just realized we got 2 leaders in the mix here. Wow. No wonder why, like, the chemistry just feels on point with this team. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, just how they're expressing themselves and all. Truly charismatic. I think Soyeon really slayed this verse 2, this rap moment, as much as Jiwoo did. Get it. There's this playful choreo that we did have seen from some of these groups. Oh, I am so bias wrecked. I just can't handle this. Like, I can't have an exact one or two to root for as a multi-stan. I'm torn apart. Woo. Charismatic. Yeah, I really like how this team went about this one. And then very fitting with Soojin. Oh yeah, Suyeon. Just with her vocal work, the follow-up with Jui. The more and more I listen to this team, oh, I love this song even more. Very subtle, you know? Like, just with the bubbles. The fits on point. How they interact with each other, too. It's there. I really mess with this group. This team, I should say. This collective. Now, you know, it's gonna change, you know, who's gonna perform with each other. It's gonna be interesting in that fact. I don't know what to expect for the rest of, you know, how the rounds are gonna go and the stages are gonna go. But, like, in conclusion, I think it's pretty much what I said before. I don't think, like, this was set up properly by Mnet to give the right amount of, like, fairness per se for each team and their performances. And then after checking out the first two performances with those teams, we got expectations and high expectations leading into these two teams, the rest of the contestants and the second lineup, you feel me? But I do love how we got these girls coming into fruition, knowing the backgrounds that they're coming from and the circumstances they're going through right now. We need a wiki-miki comeback. We need a weekly comeback, right? And but also given the opportunity, some fairly new groups to show what they're all about. So you got a huge range, and then you got the likes of Jui and of course Dohwa with a lot of experience under their belts and all. So let me know your thoughts. How are you feeling? Are you feeling the same way? Is there anything eye-opening that I said today in my certain statements? I'm pretty sure not everyone's like thinking about exactly how fair these performances were, or the matter of fact of coming through with two new songs. I really think still right now that they should have come through with two new songs for the rest of the contestants and girls here and all. But you know, I'm gonna be rooting for them all. I think solely based on these performances, you know, I gotta root for the likes of Ellie. I gotta root for, of course, both Arena and Huiso, all of the weekly girls that are on this show. Rocket Punch, without doubt and all, right? So a lot of my favorites, but we'll see what happens, you know. I'm gonna come through with more so of my biased approach, but also from an objective standpoint when I do my episode reviews, my weekly episode reviews, and of course my coverage of reaction videos that are going to be exclusively on Patreon. So feel free to check out the Patreon, but stay tuned for my episode reviews on the channel here. So take care as always. Be sure to like, subscribe, as it goes a long way and it helps out the channel so much. Just warms my heart connecting with y'all in the comment section down below. Take care as always though. This has been Garrison, and peace.